Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Anita Crochet. So today we are going to be making a honeycomb wrap skirt. It's one of the creations I previously made in that very easy stitch pattern. So today we are going to be working with Seagull. It's called Seagull 4-ply, as you can see. Yeah, and then it's 100% acrylic. So basically I think the weight is 50 grams. Yes, as you can see here, 50 grams. So we are going to work with 2 hooks, and this is it. This is my 6mm hook, and also this is my favorite, my 3.5mm hook. I'll try to create a video to tell you guys why I use 2 of them and why I use the 6mm as well, and when you should use it and when you should use the 3.5 or 3mm hook. And then we shall need scissors. So to get started, this is what we're going to do. Shall keep this away. So I'm going to use 2 strands. All right, this is what I usually do. I get in here and pocket out a strand, but sometimes it comes out badly and that's where the drama is. Yes, and today it has chosen to come out badly, but let's take time and unwrap this. So I use 2 strands because I want to get a little more gauge, because this yarn is very light, and more so given the fact that I am going to work with a 6mm hook. That would be too big of a hook and too small of one strand of this kind of yarn. So we are going to use 2 strands. Okay, now we are there, right here. Okay, so we are going to start with a knot like this. So you see my knot. You can make it longer just to be on a safer side, so it can easily be crocheted within the row. So first we are going to get our 6mm hook, get it in there, all right, and then we are going to chain 80. So let's start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 7, 58, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80. So we have our, this is 80 chains, all right? So we are going to half double crochet, but to start our very first half double crochet we are going to chain 2, and then in the third chain space from the hook we are going to work a half double crochet like this. So So we are going to keep working half double crochets, so in total you should have 80 half double crochets. So you just keep working, yarn over, pull through one, pull through all, yarn over, insert your hook, pull through one and pull through all. So you just keep doing this until the end of the row. So this is our first row with which we are going to start working the honeycomb stitch. So let me meet you at the end of the row. So here we are. We have 80 half double crochet like this. Remember, this is the strand that was on our foundation chains. So to close up and make this a skirt, a waist, we are, like you can see, all right, so we are going to chain 10. I'm forgetting to tell you, I'm making a medium size skirt, and I know if you're 42 inches in your hips, 42, 40, I believe this can actually fit very, very perfectly. So I am making this for a medium sized person. So if you're making for someone smaller, you can make up to like 70 chains and 70 half double crochet, and then the 10 close up here. All right, so for us here we have 80, so we are going to chain 10 to close up. So we chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we get this, all right, and we are going to slip stitch into our very first chain 2, the chain 2 we made when we were starting our very first half double crochet. So we slip stitch into that. Sorry, just try to make your way into. Okay, so we shall work a slip stitch. All right, so we have closed this up. This is how it has to look like that. So we are going to start working our so this is it. We're going to start working our honeycomb stitch right here. So we are right here. So we are going to start working our honeycomb stitch until we get back to this all around. So we start with you'll be required to chain 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. As you can see here, and then we are going to skip 3. This is our very first, so we don't count that. 1, 2, 3 right here. So in the 4th we are going to work a double crochet like this, and then in the next we work a double crochet like this, and then we chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We skip 3. 1, 2, 3. In the 4th we work a double crochet, and in the next we work a double crochet. We chain 5. We skip 3. In the 4th we work a double crochet. I'm sorry about my voice, it sounds really hoarse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 3. in your fourth you work a double crochet, chain 5, skip 3, in the fourth work a double crochet. So basically we're just going to keep doing this repeatedly. It becomes very easy. It becomes very you get used to it very easily, so at some point you can just stop even counting. It looks obvious already that you already have 5 chains and you have skipped 3 and you have worked 2 double crochets. So until the end, I am going to meet you on the other side to show you how to work around our chains, because I believe the number cannot be divisible by 90 because we have like 90 spaces to work into. So I don't believe 4 is divisible. So if it is not, we are required to get a remainder figure. So how do we work around those remainder digits of our chains? Oh yes, there is a lot of mathematics in what we do, so you all have to get used to it. So let me meet you on the other side. I hope I wasn't working out of the space. So this is how it has to look like. Let me meet you there. So I find that I have like 16 of these spaces, and this is where I stopped, and it shows I need space to make my second double crochet. So I'm going to double crochet into this right here. So I've made my second second double crochet. I'm going to chain 5 as always, skip 4, 1 2 3, sorry, skip 3, and in the fourth right here I work my double crochet right like that. So I'll work the second double crochet like that. So let's count this. Okay, we have 1 2 3, and in the fourth, so you're going to chain 5 like we were doing, and right here, sorry, oh, I went out of the box. Okay, right here is where we're going to put our double crochet, and we are going to slip stitch it in the third chain of the very first chains we made on this row. Yes, right here. So we make a slip stitch. So I want the drop, I want the dropping to be here. So as we continue continuously, these two should remain there in the same. So whatever we do, we make sure the double crochets onto this and double crochets onto the next, because this is where our string is going to pass to make the dropping. So we start our second row. We are going to turn our work like that, like that. Oh yes, this will be a little hard and tricky, but we are going to slip stitch like this. so we can get back to the center like that. So we shall chain 3 and work our second double crochet. All right, like you can see, I believe you're all the same very well. And then we are going to continue chaining 5. So we are just trying to make sure that this double crochet this time comes in the center of the chains that we have been making. One, two, 2, 3, 4, 5 into this. So you can see our honeycomb forming. This is how it has to look like, with this being in the center. Okay, so let me meet you on this other side so that I can show you how to work the center. I told you. Sorry about my dog. Okay, so you all, sorry about my dog, but then we made a mistake and I just saw it when I reached the end. Okay, so I am going to undo this row so that I can go over the start and show you where the mistake came, so we can work it together again with you. So sorry, I imagined that this was the center of my chains, but this is the center. All right, so we are going to undo this up to there. This is we made here as 2 slip stitch, and then we started working our half double crochet. So here we are going to just chain 2, 1, 2, and then half double crochet here and double crochet again here. So this is going to be the center of our draping because it's the center of the chain spaces we made. These chains that we made to get it together. So once again we are going to chain 2 and half double crochet into this space like this. I'm sorry about the mistake, but it's better if we work it out together. So this is what you must have, like that. So we are going to continue doing 5 chains, double crochet, 5 chains, double crochet. And double crochet right here. 5 chains, and double crochet. So we continue until the end of the row, and then I show you how to join it. So I am here. So we are going to do just like we did here. We are going to chain 2 like that. Sorry, actually chain 1 and yarn over because we want to be right in the middle. Oh yeah, chain 2. Sorry, I keep forgetting. Chain 2. So we have chain 2, yeah. And we are going to work double crochet in here. Oh my God. It's really confusing me. Okay, chain 2, we chain we yarn over like this and yarn over again like that and slip stitch in here, and then we insert our hook in here, yarn through, pull through one, pull through two, pull through two again, and pull through all. So this is just like having us get to the center of our 5 chain spaces without having to slip stitch like we did right here. So remember, this is our center, this right here. So I'm going to work this row with you so that we do not get confused again. So we are right here, we are going to turn our work like that and chain 3 like that, and we are going to double crochet right there, chain 5, double crochet in that space, chain 5, double crochet in the next space, chain 5 into the next. So basically we're just going to keep doing this until we get to the center. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, sorry, I lost my yarn. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the next. One, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the next. That's where we are. Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the next. 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 Oh well, we still have a few more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the next space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the next space. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the next space. Okay, now like you can see, this is where we started from, here. So we need this to be the center still. So we are going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we are going to double crochet right here because this is our center, like that, and work the next double crochet like that. And as you can see, we still have this to join to our very first stitch. So we are going to chain 2, yarn over twice, and insert your hook right here. Sorry, you just literally have to find your way into this. So when you do that, yarn through, and then yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. So we are right here, and we are going to turn our work like that, and chain 3, chain double crochet 1. All right, so remember, this is our center. I want you to see clearly, this is our center. So we are going to chain 2 and work the center like this, double crochet 2 and double crochet 2 again, 1. So we have 2 double crochet. I'm sorry, I keep talking something that is actually different from what I'm doing. So we have 2 double crochet right here, and that's our center. So we are going to chain 2 just like we did here and work into the middle of this space. Okay, so we have 2 double crochet, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We get back to our routine, chain 5 and work 2 double crochets into the middle of the spaces that we have. So let me show you how it looks like, and I'm going to tell you how many rows you're going to repeatedly do this. So as you can see, this is our middle where we're going to do the draping, and this is where I am. So you're going to go all the way back up to here, back up to here. All right, so repeatedly, you're just going to repeat this repeatedly as I did on this previous row is what you're going to do, and how I have started this other row is what you're going to do. So you basically have to have 2 big gaps and 2 small gaps, 2 big gaps and 2 small gaps, 2 big gaps and 2 small gaps, repeatedly. So again, let me just show you how to keep in the middle of your space. I have chain 2 right here. I've yarn over twice, and right here I find my way into it, yarn through, pull through 2, yarn through, okay, again, yarn through, pull through 2. So this is what we have, and then we are going to chain 3 and turn our work, and work a double crochet. So when you work this row, remember to secure this remember to put this because it's the middle of our work. And basically you're going to do this for 18 rows of these. So we just have 1, 2, 3, 4, and we are left with 14 rows to go. So let's make 18 rows. Sorry, let's make more 14 rows, and let me meet you there. I have come to the end of my 18th row, and what we are going to do is we are going to cut the yarn right here and just try to get this through it so it does not get out while we start working the next row. So we're going to get our yarn right here. This is what I usually do. Okay, so remember this was our center. This has been our center always, because now we are going to start working our slit. All right, so we are going to insert our hook right here and yarn over, pull through like this. So we just get this to get in here like that. This is what I usually do, so you can do it any way that you want. Like this. I have turned my work. So I'm going to chain 3 like this. Oh, sorry. It's really getting hard to get through. Okay. So you have 3 chains. And in the same space, we are going to double crochet like this. Okay, so this is in the same space of the one of the 2 double crochets that we have been making for our center draping. So we are going to chain 5 like we have been doing. So when we get to the center here, we make sure that we get away with this remainder yarn that we cut off. So right there, I'm going to work a double crochet like this. See that? Like this. Okay, and then like this, and then like this. This is just to get away with this remainder of the cut that we made of our yarn. So you just try to crochet everything within. So far we are going to just continue doing that until the end of the row. So let me meet you guys there so we can get over with this slit, and then I can show you how to work around the waist and have your honeycomb stitch draped trap skirt done. So just keep doing this until the end of the row. So I am right here. I have finished chaining 5. So into this one of the double crochets that we have been making for our center draping. This is where we are going to put 2 double crochet. So you can see we are already starting to have a slit. So we are going to chain 3 turn our work around, okay, and then work a double crochet into the second, you know, space of the previous double crochet right here. So we have double crochet and then chain 2, work 2 double crochets in this space, and then we work 5 chains, and then 2 double crochet like we have been making. So let me meet you at the end of the row. So I am right here, and what we are going to do is we are going to do exactly what we did when we were beginning, that is chain 2 and work 2 double crochet into the previous double crochet that we started with on this row, on the previous row. So as you can see, this is where we are, and you can see we are having a slit right there. So we are going to do these 2 steps as I showed you repeatedly for 27 rows. So if we already have our 2 rows, we are just remaining with 25 rows. So you can keep on doing that, and I can meet you at the end of this so I can show you how to drap and how to work around the waist. Okay, so I'm just going to show you how to create the drap, to do the draping and then the waistband. So you will just add more 25 rows like I told you, so you can just have a complete skirt. I'm just going to make a string with my 3mm hook, 3.5mm hook. So I'm just going to like chain the length of, I don't know what length that you want for your string that is going to do the draping, but you can make any number of chains that you want. It could be 100, it could be, for as long as it's able to pass through the center and also make a knot. So basically you can just chain whatever that you want. I actually just chain and try out the length and see whether it's long enough. I don't have a particular number, but 100, 120, or even 130 or 40 can work. It could work. So this is my string. I'm just going to cut off this so it does not show off too much, and also cut off this. Okay, this is my string, as you can see. So you're just going to pass this through. Oh, we can see. Okay, this is where we started. I think it's better that way, so you all can see what I am doing, like that. You're going to get this string, and from underneath we are going to pass through this like that. Okay, and we are going to get the end of the string, this underneath, and pass into the second row that we made. So and then do this, and then into the 4th row. I hope you guys are seeing that really well. So you just keep going through like you can see, just like you pass your strings through a waist, draw string through a waist is what we are trying to do here, so it can get us that drap sort of look. So we just keep going through like that. Okay. Until we get to oh, sorry, no. Okay. So we are going to go back up here for this, our 2nd string, and we're just going to do the same thing. Go through the center and right there. See that? Go through the center and go through the center like that. Did I skip this? Go through the center. Through the center. Just literally make your way through it. Okay, we still have more to go right here. Okay, so as you can see, we shall have one on the top and one beneath. So you just pull this and adjust it to what you want it to look like. So you can see it's already making us get that sort of like drap. The more you pull it up, gives us that sort of like fold that we want. I hope you guys are seeing that. Yes, like that. So let's work the waist. I do this with my 3.5mm hook, and right here, if I can remember, that was the start. Okay, I'm going to get my yarn like this and make sure this is going to be crocheted just under. Okay, so I chain 3 So when you're doing this, you try to make sure you're crocheting loosely. The reason as to why I did not use my 6mm hook is because I do not want a very much loose sort of like waistband, because the more it is loose, it is going to create small gaps in between, like this, when someone pulls it to like fasten their waist. You see, it will create these sort of like bigger holes. Yeah, so that's why I get a smaller hook to like try to get that together, so we don't end up with a mesh sort of like waist band. So I'm just going to keep making a double crochet like this, like this, like this, like this. So just keep doing this until the end of the row. This is where I'm finally. So we are going to make the strap with which we can make a knot out of as we wrap this over. So I'm going to chain 2 like this, and single crochet right here, 1 single crochet right here. Just make your way into this and single crochet right here. Okay, so as you can see, we have made 3 single crochets, and then right here a single crochet 1. Okay, so we turn over this work like this, and then we chain 3, and we start our very first double crochet into the single crochet of our previous row. So literally I have made 4 double crochet, as you can see, and I'm going to chain 3, turn over, and just keep doing this for an estimated number of times that you feel is enough for your strap. I finished making my 2 straps. So these are 2, as you can see. One will just fasten this like this. Okay, whichever way that they want, can tie it around their waists. So I don't know even how I've tied it, but yeah, this is it. So if you feel like you need a little more draping, you will just adjust the 2 strings that we added at the end right here, and just fasten these a little more higher. Oh yeah, and there you have your honeycomb draped wrap skirt. Yes, I recently made a dress out of this. Yeah, and this is it. So you can make anything that you want out of it, out of this design. It's really beautiful, really easy to work with, and very interesting the outcome is really mind-blowing. And I've been getting a lot of people asking me, how do you even drape them? And I believe this video is going to help you get to know how to drape, because it's very easy. And that has been the end of our tutorial. I hope you pick something out of this, and I see you returning to subscribe to my YouTube, follow my Instagram at Nita Crochets, and my Facebook at Nita Crochets. Well, that is it. Even Twitter, yeah. Twitter, it's at Crochet Duchess, but still Nita Crochets, you can still find me. So thank you all. Comment below if you like the video. And okay, just ring that bell so you can always get a notification when I'm putting my new videos up on this channel. Thank you all. Goodbye.